I am Natalie Spearry. I am a student at Virginia Maury College of Art and Design and majoring in interior design. Okay. I assumed, well, to be honest, I wasn't quite sure, but I had a feeling it was going to be something good.
What made you think that really quick? What?
I think just, you know, I think kind of seeing you around and the way you carry yourself, and you obviously have a passion, you know, for what goes on here. And I don't know, it's like you can sense this energy with the students. You can just sense something, something that's good, something that's positive. And it's kind of that little voice inside of your head that says, you know, I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I think I want to know. You know, the invitation from the department heads were about selecting dedicated students. So I knew it had to be something that, hey, you know, somebody has seen something in me that they recognize. And, hey, I got this invitation to check this out, and, you know, I sure as heck, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm really glad I did. I think the workshop, you sort of walk in and you see faces of people that you know, people that you have respect for, people that you just, you know, they know what they're talking about. And I'm a big believer in energy, you know, and positive or negative, it feeds off of each other. And I think as soon as we walked into the room, you could feel an energy about it. And I just knew that whatever was going to come out of that was going to be a good thing. You were sort of hinting at, you know, do some people, you know, think, do they have Jedi in them? You know, and I think I knew I was Jedi before I showed up, but I didn't really quite have a name for it. And it was sort of just a reawakening of, yeah, you know, let's tap into this. And there's a whole bunch of people around here that want to tap into their inner Jedi and see how, as a community, as a school, beyond the school, how, you know, what kind of impact we can have with that.
Yeah.
I think the difference is that it's, you know, you're not being a Trekkie.
Yeah.
I think the word Jedi, you know, whether you like Star Wars or not, you know, most people know about it. And what's great about Jedi is it's the energy and it's the Force. You know, and then the Force, you know, the Force is the energy, and it's all about your energy. And I think what's really great, you know, people have said, okay, well, you know, what does it mean, this you know, Jedi thing? And it's funny. 2 months ago, I decided I'm going to start running again. I used to run, and then I stopped for a long time, and I got to tell you, running's hard. I mean, it is hard. And every week, I sort of pushed myself. You know, I made this running playlist, and every week I added a song to it, and that was going to be my thing. You know, every week I'm going to run one more song. You know, and so, you know, after 2 months, I'm running 3 miles a day, and you know, I get up at 5:30 every day. I'm out the door by 5:45, and it's a great way to start my day. And just this morning, I had run my 3 miles, and I took a different way home, and there's it ends with a hill going up this main street by my house, and, you know, I'm tired, like, you know, and all of a sudden I said, you know what, I'm going to sprint up that hill, you know, because, and I did, and I got to the top of the hill, my heart was pounding, and I felt so great. And I think at that point I realized that's what Jedi is. Jedi is the mindset that when whatever situation you got yourself into, when historically you reach that point where historically this is my limit. Historically, I would feel really great about accomplishing this. Jedi is that inner voice to say, dig a little more, finish a little bit stronger. It is, it's not succeeding, it's exceeding. You know, it's exceeding your own expectations of what you thought. It is accomplishing things that historically you wouldn't have attempted, you know. Perhaps, you know, in my program, I think it's maybe sort of breaking the timeline. Breaking the timeline of, you know, you start this education career and there are specific and logical steps. You know, and part of that for interior design is a internship in the 7th or 8th quarter. And a couple, I guess it's been about 2.5 months ago, Mrs. McCarthy, you know, just sends out blanket emails of, oh, you know, I got a call from so-and-so, and they're looking for this internship. If you're interested, give them a call. And you know, she usually does that for the 7th and 8th quarter students, but just kind of keeps us all in the loop. And I was just about to hit delete, and I thought, And so I emailed her back and I said, well, you know, I said, I understand that this is typically something that's done later in the program. I said, do you mind if I throw my hat in the ring? You know, and I'm only a 3rd quarter student. And she emailed right back and she said, you know, I think you'd be great. Here's the number. So I gave them a call. The next day I went out and met with them, and within 15 minutes I had an internship as a 3rd quarter student. It's not something I'm getting paid for. I don't get credit for it, but it is me taking the opportunity to take advantage of all opportunities that are presented to me. I think what is evident, and I think it's something that somebody can just sense, is that there is a, you know, again, and I keep going back to the energy thing, but there is a different energy that's present in a Jedi, and a different passion that is evident. And I think no matter what situation you're in, that comes across. You know, it's Jedi is changing your language. It's not I have to, it's I get to. You know, I don't have to go to drafting, I get to go to drafting. You know, and it's not, oh, I've got all this stuff to do. It's, you know, I get to figure it out. And I think it's all about it's all about attitude. You know, it truly is, and it's about no matter what challenge you're faced with, what am I going to learn from it? What can this teach me? Not the effort I've got to expand to accomplish it. It's what am I going to learn? You know, at the end of this, I'm going to be better for it. Probably 8 months ago with my children, and every night before they go to bed I ask them, what are you most proud of today? And you know, it's, and I think as a mother I just want them to understand that no matter how much one day might seem like the next one, every day matters, and every day is an opportunity to do something that you feel good about. You know, and you know, it was probably 4 or 5 days ago, I was putting my daughter to bed, and she's 8, and she has been wanting a garden. You know, she won't ask for one for years, and so this is the first one that the first year that we did it, and I said, oh, Peyton, you know, what are you most proud of today? And she said, you know, I watered my garden without you asking me to. I said, you know, that's great. I said, you know, can you tell me why that made you feel good? And she said, because today was the day I realized that when you care about something, you take care of it.
Wow.
And
yeah.
You know, and I got the goosebumps.
Yeah,
and it's
I love
like,
that.
You know, today was the day that I got it, and you know, that one gave me goosebumps. And I think that's what it is. It's about, if you care enough to make the choice to be anywhere, whether it's at school, you know, having lunch with a friend, you know, make yourself present and get everything out of that experience that you can. Because if you've made the choice, you know, make it the best choice you've made.